Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Guyana News Update Podcast. I'm your host, and we have a packed program as the countdown to elections continues and the political temperature rises. Let's start with the industrial and legal battle involving the Guyana Teachers Union and the Guyana Trades Union Congress. The unions have filed contempt proceedings against several top government officials, including Attorney General Anil Nandlal, Finance Minister Ashni Singh, the Education Ministry's Permanent Secretary Chanel Hussein Otar, and regional executive officers in Regions 2, 4, 5, and 6. The accusation? That these officials have blatantly ignored a court order requiring the deduction and remittance of union dues from teachers' salaries. Over a year ago, High Court Judge Sandyal Kissoon ruled that the government must not withhold teachers' salaries after strike action, and that union dues must continue to be deducted and handed over to the union. According to the GTU and the GTUC, that ruling has been flatly disregarded. Their attorney, Darren Wade, told the court that this behavior shows flagrant and deliberate defiance of the judicial authority of the court and undermines the rule of law. The unions are pushing for the strongest possible sanctions. If successful, this case could set a serious precedent about government accountability to judicial rulings. Meanwhile, Vice President Bharat Jagdeo is facing his own wave of controversy. For weeks, citizens have complained about receiving calls from PPP activists who somehow had access to their private phone numbers. Jagdeo admitted that the PPP acquired these numbers from what he called various sources, but denied that government databases were involved. Still, there are lingering concerns. Some callers told citizens directly that their data came from government-led cash grant distributions. Jagdeo insists the government's data remains secure, but this issue has left many Guyanese uneasy about privacy, especially during election season. Speaking of elections, both the ruling TPP and the opposition APNU are making their final appeals to voters. President Irfan Ali, addressing supporters in Eklis, highlighted his party's plan to increase disposable income, create safe investment opportunities, and even teased another nationwide cash grant if the PPP is re-elected. He argued that the next 5 years would bring unprecedented benefits and urged Guyanese abroad to return home, promising investment opportunities in sectors like data centers, agriculture, and logistics. On the other hand, APNU presidential candidate Aubrey Norton and youth candidate Ravoldo Birbal took the stage in Riverton, hammering the PPP on corruption, high cost of living, and extrajudicial killings. Birbal told supporters that the high cost of living is on the ballot, and Norton accused the government of rushing projects like schools and hospitals just to score political points before elections, while neglecting resources and services. Norton pledged free house lots for Guyanese earning under $400,000 a month, expanded housing programs, and major investments in education and poverty alleviation. His message was clear: corruption must end, and the PPP must go. But they're not the only ones vying for votes. The We Invest in Nationhood Party, WIN, led by billionaire-turned-politician Azharuddin Mohammed, is making waves as well. At a rally in Linden, Mohammed promised job creation, manufacturing hubs, and even a new alumina plant to revive the bauxite industry. He pledged to establish a University of Guyana campus in Linden and accused the PPP of discriminating against the mining town. Mohammed argued that Linden and Region 10 have been left behind for decades and deserve better. And while the political debates rage on, President Ali announced some concrete progress. The new Demerara River Bridge will open to traffic in September. The $260 million structure, built by China Railway Construction, spans 2.6 kilometers and promises safer, more efficient traffic flow between the east bank and west bank of Demerara. With a height of 50 meters, it will also accommodate larger vessels.
The president described it as a moment of celebration and assured citizens of its safety, citing international tests and inspections. So, to recap, teachers' unions are dragging government officials to court over contempt of a high court order. Jagdeo faces scrutiny over the use of citizens' private phone numbers. The PPP is promising more benefits and investments. APNU is attacking corruption and promising free house lots. WIN is betting big on Linden with promises of factories and jobs. And finally, Guyanese can look forward to crossing a brand new Demerara River Bridge in just weeks. The next few days before elections are bound to be intense, and we'll keep you updated every step of the way. Thanks for tuning in to the Guyana News Update podcast. Stay informed, stay engaged, and until next time, take care.